front-end React application to talk to API gateway. Let's create new folder named front-end. And create new React app. Also, let's install React Router DOM. Now let's create .env file to store environment variables. And in repo, we can find this React project under frontend. And for content of .env, we can take .env.example. And here we need to update API URL. Which we can take from our API gateway and copy this invoke URL. Now in main.js file, we need to configure React Router DOM. So let's go to src main.js. So here we have two routes, app route and item details route. App route will be root route and item detail will show detail of particular coffee. Also, let's create this item details. Let's update content of item details and app.jsx. Also, let's update app.css and create utils folder for apis.js, where we will keep all our get call APIs. So utils apis.js. Here we have functions to do all the API calls. And here we are reading that URL. Let's review content of app.jsx and items.jsx quickly. So in app.jsx, we are getting list of all coffees using use effect hook and storing it in coffees state. Then in render section, we are just mapping through all coffees and showing as card. And on click of this card, we are navigating to item details.jsx with that particular fee ID. Also, we have create section at top, and in item details.jsx, we are reading ID from URL parameter and then using use effect to fetch details for that particular coffee. And here we are showing details, and we have edit mode and view mode. In edit mode, we can make edit call, and also we have option for delete. And all these APIs are, all these functions are in apis.jsx or apis.js, which are making actual API call. Now let's run the application. And here I am seeing item details not found. Okay, so this file name is wrong. It should be item details. Now I'm able to see the home page, but I'm not able to see the data. Let's open network tab and refresh once. So here we can see that get coffee call is failing because of CORS error. For that, we need to modify CORS setting of our API gateway. So go to API gateway and CORS and configure. In access control, allow origin, add URL of localhost, but make sure to remove this slash from end and select add. Also, let's add content type as allowed header and methods get, post, and put, delete. Also, since it's CORS, let's allow option. Max control age is like in CORS scenario, there happens pre-flight call. So for how much duration we want to not do or we want to cache response of pre-flight call, that is specified here. But for now, let's keep it 0 because we are testing, and save it. Also, if you are not sure how CORS work, then I recommend you to check out this video on CORS. There I have shown all CORS header and how CORS settings work. For now, this is sufficient. Let's come here and refresh. Now I can see my coffee. Let's add some more coffee here. And let's add one more. Let's see if this details page is working, and delete is also working. Coming to architecture, so now we are able to call our API gateway from localhost. Now let's integrate AWS Cognito as well and secure our API gateway. So come to API gateway and authorization. Before moving forward, if you are not sure how Cognito works and how OAuth protocol works, then I recommend you to go through this video, especially these two sections. First one is this how to secure AWS API gateway using user pool, and then how authorization flow works in OAuth, and then also you can check out how to use Cognito with React single page application. Now let's move forward. So to create authorizer, we need user pool. So I will search Cognito. And select user pools, create user pool. We will create for a single page application, and let's call it coffee shop client. From user, we want email for sign in and for sign up, and return URL. For now, it is localhost 5173. Later, we will add our CDN URL and our domain name. Now it's giving us code to integrate Cognito with our application. We will come to it, but before that, let's go to API gateway and integrate Cognito with API gateway. So create authorizer, select JWT authorizer, and call it Cognito coffee shop. Everything can be left default. In issuer URL, okay, I think I need to skip this section, go to overview. and this is our issuer URL. So if I click this URL, here we have JWT keys, which will be used for verification of token. Copy it and paste only till here. And in audience, go to your user pool, go to app clients and click on coffee shop client and copy client ID. Again, all these details will be used just to verify our access token. So we have created authorizer now. Let's go to route and integrate this authorizer with all routes. First, we will attach with get route, Cognito shop, attach. Now, if I open, let's open our, is it somewhere here? Let's open our API gateway URL and append / coffee. Here I'm getting unauthorized message because now I have to pass token as well, access token as well as part of authorization header. Let's secure all routes. Now let's go to our application and integrate Cognito with our React application also. So for integrating Cognito with React, code is in this folder, front end with auth. And let's go back to Cognito and overview. In overview, somewhere there should be option for setup. Yeah, we have view quick setup guide and here are the instructions. So let's install these two libraries first, OIDC client TS and React OIDC context, and these two libraries will be responsible for managing OAuth flow in our application. Stop it and install the libraries. Till these two are installing. Okay, these are already done, but what we need to do is we need to add these settings in our main.js. So I guess we already had till here. I will copy from here to here. We are importing auth provider from React OIDC context here. Then we have to provide configuration here. I think all values are pre-filled here, but it's better to store them in environment variable. For now, I will just keep it here. After that, I need to put my app inside auth provider. So let's just grab from here and auth provider. So this is it for main.js. Now in app.jsx, let's see what is the code. So this library, this React OIDC context library provides us auth using use auth hook. And this auth contains if we are authenticated or is loading and all that. So what we can do, let's create one more component, call it home.jsx. And okay, I created folder. And src, let's create home.jsx and let's copy all content of this app.jsx to home.jsx. And also let's rename home and export home. And in app.jsx, we will keep our that logic which will check if our user is authenticated or not. Let's remove from here. I guess use navigate is not required now. Even these APIs are not required. Let's copy it as it is and paste it here. Somewhere here we need to update our logout URL as well, so that logout functionality work properly. And this is the URL. Also, in our Cognito user pool also we need to update it. So this quick setup guide is not required anymore. I will go to client and login pages. Here edit, and in allowed callback URLs, below allowed callback URLs, I can paste this thing. Now we are done. Let's run it. So npm run dev, and let's refresh. So what is happening here is that since we are not authenticated right now, we are seeing this sign in and sign out button. Let's click on sign in, and since there is no user, let's create one user. Okay, now my account is created and I'm logged in. I can see my tokens, and this library actually stores token inside session storage like this. Let's go to our app, and instead of showing these tokens, let's show our home component, which was app component earlier. So imported home and saved it, and here we are able to see our app. But still API call for coffee is failing with unauthorized. And reason behind this is that we still have old apis.js. So while making fetch call, it's not attaching access token to the authorization header. Let's go to GitHub and frontend with auth folder. Go to src utils apis.js and copy this apis.js and paste it here completely. Now what we are doing here is that we are putting access token in the authorization header while making API call for both, in fact, for all fetch, create, update, and delete. And how we are getting access token is that if I show get access token function, so from session storage, we are looking for key which starts with ydc.user. So as I showed here, we store in session storage, and this is the key. So we look for this key, and then we get this object. From this object, we extract access token and put it in header. Although this library provides this kind of hook to get access token, but since apis.js is not React component, that's why we have to go with this workaround. Now let's go to our application and refresh. Now I'm seeing course error. Let's see what is the issue. Okay, so issue is that now we are sending this authorization header. Content type header we have whitelisted, but authorization header we have not whitelisted. So copy it and go to API gateway. Again, go to course setting, configure, here, add authorization header as well, and save it. Now our application will work properly. So get call is working. Let's try put call as well. Okay, put is also working, and I'm expecting that delete and update will also work. Coming back to our architecture, Now we have this API section. We have our application ready, our React application ready, and both our API gateway and our React application are integrated with AWS Cognito.